Shirik shirik yenten Shiyin rikbi yenten
Dashin lok chu tsulu Meta mebi norbu Shirik yenten ino Dashin lok chu tsulu Meta mebi norbu Shirik yenten
Kuzuzampala to all the listeners and welcome to another episode of the radio lessons. My name is Sede. This educational program is to reach all the children across the nation. Today's lesson is from Volume 4 of the Self-Instructional Material. I have for you an English lesson for Class 2, and this is lesson number 4. The learning area is reading and writing, and the topic, phonemic awareness. By the end of this lesson, we will be able to use phonic sounds to read and spell. And also, very importantly, we will learn that alphabet and phonic sounds are more important than letter names for reading, spelling, and writing. Now, we have learned alphabet and phonic sounds in earlier classes. If we do a recall of those lessons, you will remember the 26 alphabet sounds and also the phonic sounds such as SH, sh, CH, ch, TH, th, and so on. In today's lesson, you will learn some more phonic sounds with special focus on 5 of them. So let's look at activity 1. What does the instruction say? Let us learn these phonic sounds. So you will see that there is a table with 5 columns. Sorry, I beg your pardon. That's 5 columns. In the first row, we have the sounds. Let's sound them out. O-A makes a sound O. Say that with me. O. O and A together says O. The next sound is O-W and it makes the sound ow. Say that again, ow, as if you have just fallen over and hurt yourself and then you say ow, right? So O-W makes the sound ow. The third column says A-W and it makes the sound aw. Say it with me, aw. Yes. The next one is E-A and it makes the sound E. Say it with me, E. And the last one is O-R and it makes the sound or. Once more, or. Okay, so now we have pictures. Let's look at the pictures. The first one is a goat. Do you see that? It's a goat. Now let's sound out the spelling, shall we? G, O, C, O and A, we do not say O-A, but together they are phonic sounds. So together they make the sound O. So G, O, T, G, O, T, G, O, T, goat. So we have the goat here. Look at the next picture. What picture do you see? It's a beautiful flower. So let's sound it out, shall we? And then we've got L, and then we're not going to say O, oo, we're going to say ow. O-W makes the sound ow. So L, ow, and E-R makes the sound L, ow, L, ow, L, ow, What do we have? Flower. Okay. Moving on to the next sound. What picture do you see? It's the paws of maybe a bear, right? One of those wild animals that eat flesh, right? So what do you see that's very, very prominent and looks dangerous? The sharp claws, right? the sharp nails of those wild animals such as bears and tigers. So probably it looks like bear claws. So let's sound out the spelling. We have k, l, and aw. AW makes a sound aw. So k, l, aw, k, l, aw, k, l, aw. Claw. So what is this word? Claw. Let's move on to the fourth sound. We have EA making the E sound. And what picture do we have here? It's a leaf, a green leaf. So let's spell leaf. L, and we have E, F. So L, E, F, L, E, F, L, E, F, leaf. So that's how you spell leaf. And finally, we have a galloping horse, right? So OR making the OR sound. So let's sound out the spelling. O, S. O, S. In later classes, you will learn that SE is also another phonic sound and makes the sound S. So we have here the spelling of horse, or S, horse. Let's turn to the next page and we have activity 2. The instruction reads, look at the picture, say the word, write the spelling using phonic sounds. The first one is done for you. So we have some pictures here. We have to say the name and then we have to write the spelling as we sound it out. And you have to remember the 5 sounds that we have just learned. That OA, O, OW, ow, AW, aw, EA, E, and finally OR, or. So the first one's already done for you. In the picture, we can see a cup of tea. Do you see that? The tea bag has been taken out of the cup and we have a cup of tea. So when you say the word tea, what sounds do you hear? T, T, E, T, E. So you have T and then you just learned what makes the sound E. E and A together makes the sound E. So T, T, E, T. Now I want you to do number 2, 3, 4, and 5. But let's first name them, shall we? What picture do you see in picture number 2? It's a cow. So hear the word again, cow, k, ow, right? Okay, and you've learned what makes a sound ow. The third picture is straw, something that we need to drink from when you have a bottle and you don't want to put your mouth on the bottle. So you put a straw in it, right? And you drink from it. Another straw is also when the paddy has been harvested and the plant and the stalks that are no longer needed, and we stack them up and leave it for our cows to feed on. So those are also called straw. They have the same spelling, but of course they have different meanings. So the third picture is straw. So we can hear a S, we can hear a T, and then we can hear a R. Straw, straw, right? So I'm sure you can write the spelling. So do you see the blanks over there? You have to write the spelling there. The fourth picture is road, right? It's the black-topped road. So listen to the word road. What sounds can you hear? R-O-D, road. Okay, so write it down, write the spelling. And finally, we have a torch. And torches are very important when the electricity is out, right? So, torch. So what sounds can you hear in the word? Torch. T or ch. Okay, so write that down. And then we come to self-check for learning. So here we have a couple of sentences. The instruction reads, read the following sentences. So here there are 5 sentences and we are going to sound out the words which have the phonic sounds that we learned today. Otherwise, the rest of the words, we're just going to read them. And I'm sure you can already read them, right? Okay, so we have number 1, I, and then do you see this next word has been highlighted? So we're going to sound it out. S, aw, saw, I saw some, st, aw, straw, on the road, road. So if you read that sentence again, I saw some straw on the road. So here I've given you an example. Now you can use the skills that you've just learned, the phonic sounds that you've just learned, and read the sentence number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that, my dear listeners, brings us to the end of the lesson. Let's quickly summarize what we have just learned. So we have learned 5 new phonic sounds. And what are they? We learned that OA makes a sound. That's right, O. And OW makes a sound. Ow. Yes. And AW makes a sound. Aw. EA makes the sound. E. And last but not the least, OR makes the sound OR. So there you go. We have 5 phonic sounds today. So fantastic work, everybody, for listening and learning. See you next time. Until then, be good and stay safe.
Şerik şerik şerik